everyone, before our Bible lesson today, we're going to have an indoor scavenger hunt. So that means that you're going to have to find all 12 of the things that pop up on the screen. It's going to be things like a spoon or a red book or maybe even a bumblebee, which may be a stuffed animal or maybe just a picture of one. You just have to find all 12 things and you have to go as fast as you can. So are you ready? Get set, go!
What can wash away my sin? Nothing but the blood, nothing but the blood. What can make me whole again? Nothing but the blood, nothing but the blood. What
You found everything by now. You know, today our Bible story is about someone who lost something, and we're going to find out what happened when he lost it. You hunted for things all over the house. Keys, spoons, pencils. Have you ever heard your mom or dad say, "Now where are my keys? They lost them, but in order to drive their car, they have to find them." So we're going to figure out what happens when this person in our Bible story loses their sheep. Bible story today is about a shepherd. Here he is, and he's with his flock of sheep. Now, a flock is just a group of sheep, and our shepherd was in charge of taking care of them and feeding them and making sure they were safe. But one day, one of his sheep wandered off, and he got lost. And you know what the shepherd did? The shepherd left the other 99 sheep just to find that one sheep. And he looked and he searched until he found the sheep. And he was so happy that he put the sheep on his shoulders and he brought it back home. And then he called his neighbors and his friends and his family. And they celebrated that return of that one sheep. Jesus told this story, or this parable, to show that we should go after the one lost person that goes away and bring them back home. When Jesus told the parable, he wasn't talking about a home like our home here on earth. He was talking about our heavenly home. And he says that angels will rejoice over one person being brought home than over the 99 others. So remember, just like you seek things in our scavenger hunt at the beginning of the lesson, you have to seek after people who are lost. Okay, so we're ready for our craft today. And to start, we're going to need to do a little bit of folding with our sheet of paper. Okay, so I'm going to fold in half first and slide all the way down the middle. So we fold it in half. Now this is where it gets kind of tricky. You're going to take one side and fold it back towards the half. So you're kind of going to half your half again. And then you're going to fold that. So now you've got two pieces. Now you're going to flip it over and you're going to fold that half again. So both your halves got halved. So now you should have something that kind of looks like this with 4 even pieces. Now what we're going to do first is we're going to open it up and we're going to draw on just the 2 middle pieces. And we're going to draw a sheep there for our little sheep. Take my black marker, you may have a crayon or a colored pencil, whatever you're using, and I'm going to draw a U. And this is going to be our sheep's head. And then I'm going to draw a little C over here on the side, and then a backward C on the other side to make his ears. And then we're going to connect them together to make the top of his head. And he's going to need 2 eyes, and then we can give him a little mouth down there. Okay, to make his body, I'm using gray, but you can use whatever color you want. You can keep using the black or make your sheep really colorful. And we're just going to make bubbles all the way around to make him a really fluffy sheep. And connect it back together. And then we're going to color it in a little bit. So I'm going to use my gray and I'm going to color with the crayon to give it a little texture and to make him look super fluffy. And the less white there is, the better looking he's going to be. So you try to color in all the white. Take your time until he's all colored in. And then I'm going to use my black crayon to color in his head. Okay, we're almost done. There we go. And then the only thing he's missing is 2 feet. So I'm going to take my marker again and I'm going to draw a U right at the bottom and then another U over here, and I'm going to color them both in to make his 2 black feet. And there we have it. There's your sheep. Now it's going to get a little bit complicated, but we're going to fold our sheep back together. And then you have your 2 middle parts. And that's what we're going to color on next. And on these parts, the top and the bottom, I'm going to take a green marker and I'm going to draw a bush. And this is going to look just like the sheep that we just drew. The bubbles again, and we're going to keep going all the way around until it connects back together at the bottom. Okay? And then I'm going to take my crayon, and again, I'm going to just color it all in. And you take your time, and you try to get rid of all the white so your bush looks really good. Color in the top part first, and then once you're over the line, you can color in the bottom part to make it a little bit easier. Okay. Okay, so once you're done coloring, you can pick up your piece of paper and you're going to hold one hand on the bottom part of the bush and one hand on the top part of the bush. And you're going to open it up and there's your sheep hiding behind the bush. I'm so glad everyone was here today to learn about the parable of the lost sheep. And I hope you use your little craft to teach others about the sheep who was lost and then was found. Thanks for joining me today. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Bye, kids.